Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hope y'all having a good day. Today is it's a day, y'all. It's a day. I promise you. Um, but I have to keep reminding myself that um, everybody don't have the luxury of life, right? Some people. So there's somebody that's really going through it. So whatever you're going through, or your heartaches and your disappointments, somebody else got it better than you. Not better than you, but got it worse than you. And somebody got it better than you, right? But somebody got it worse than you. So your best bet is sometimes is to be thankful for the small things you have. Your health, your kids is in zero pain, or your mom or your dad still here. Um, you able to love, true love. You can be somebody's rock. You can stand with them, you know, and they can stand with you. It's not the end of the world, you know what I'm saying? So um, I have to remember that. I have friends, I have family. So sometimes, like I said, disappointment can can crush your whole world. Okay, it can. It can crush your whole world. So, and this is just me reflecting on my day, y'all. So when you're thinking it's the end, it's never the end. So anybody that needs to hear this, my favorite Bible verse is in Job. Okay, Job is my favorite thing. I'm starting to read when heartaches take place, um, and this is the area where God and Satan is talking, and Satan is saying how he's looking for somebody that he can pick on, and God actually point him to Job. He said, "Have you ever thought about my servant Job?" And he's like, "You're right. You got like this wall around him." And he's like, "No, you can take anything away from him, and you can take anything away from him, but you cannot take his life." At the end of the book of Job, it showed me two things. God wants us to go through hardship and trials so he can get the victory from us still standing. And the other part is Satan still bows down to God at the end of the day. No matter how we look at it, Satan still bows down to God. He still listens to God. So at the end, that Job didn't die. Nothing broke Job. It broke his spirit, and he was disappointed. He felt God forsaking him, and he was nowhere to be found, but he still stood in that test. So sometimes we have to still stand in that test, y'all. And that test is hard as hell. Trust me. So that's the passage that I read. The verses is Job 1 6 to 12. And you can read the whole book. Of course, I'm going to encourage you to read the whole book. But that's the one I go through when I'm going through something. So if anybody going through something, you read that and you really pay attention to God has a plan. And after you finish reading Job, you realize that, dang, darn, God, Satan didn't touch him. He took away stuff. He made his life woo, but he still obeyed God when he said you cannot take it, take his life. You can take everything from him, but you cannot take his life. That spoke so many great values in my life right then and there. And of course, King Saul, King, oh, not First King. Yeah, hold on. I write this down. First King 3:16 to 28. That's my favorite. Okay, so I that's my favorite. And sometimes I get First King is got plenty of stories, but that one's like my all time favorite. So anyway, y'all, we're having a good time. I didn't break down. I wanted to break down today, but there's no need to break down. Okay, there's nothing in this world right now can help me from not, breaking down and acting silly. All right, so the stream yard. So please, y'all can call in if y'all can call in. If y'all can't, please let me know in my comment section. Um, Ryan, y'all, when I looked at Ryan recently, I was like, okay, that's all it takes is to get rid of a killer and leaving your bedside. Y'all, right now, Gypsy is showing me what her mom taught her is to use people, get what you want, and toss them to the side. That is Gypsy's whole agenda. And I'm sorry to say, I thought, hi, my name is Gypsy, and I didn't mean to hurt my mother. My mother was a good person. But now watching her on these TikTok videos, and many people are and speaking on her, and I'm like, ouch. Gypsy is her mother's daughter. And the worst part about it is now I see that Gypsy upgraded her mother for her stepmother because her stepmother gives me the vibes of we need money. We need to stay in the spotlight. Gypsy was too vulnerable. And I don't even think Gypsy should even got married out of prison. But there you go again. That is the part of people that Gypsy had around her that was feeding her. No, you need to get married to Ryan. So, but if we get this movie deal, you can get married to and you can have a relationship with whoever you want. But Ryan is more stable than Ken. Y'all, all it took was Ryan to be out without Gypsy for about how many months? Y'all see that man? I was like, okay, daddy, okay. You gonna mess around and you gonna mess around and find out. I'm gonna call your name Mozelle. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I couldn't believe how young this man looked after that little bit of time he was with Gypsy. From now that Gypsy is with somebody else, y'all see how good looking he got. Gypsy, I wouldn't play with that fire. Ken over there, I wouldn't. But I think Gypsy is still very childlike. I think she really liked Ken because she thought she was going to be the Barbie of his life. Because y'all, she really thought she was going to be a princess. Y'all ever watch those old shows? And she talked about she didn't even know reality and fantasy, even though she was coming to like common sense of her age, her personal age range, but she still got lost in like being Disney and all that other stuff. Gypsy played that role to a T. Now, is it Gypsy fault that she had to do that? No. But Gypsy knew how to play to be the slow kid. because you can't tell me that this girl was clueless about life. She had to play it. Her mama say, yo, I don't care what we do in this house. I don't care what kind of blinds we got. But when we out in the streets, you better have that voice lower and you better act slow. Okay. And Gypsy did it. And now Gypsy likes to play that role again. It's like she wakes up in the morning and says, I gotta be slow again. Like Gypsy, you're a grown woman. But now, and I feel bad for Ryan. But at the same time, Ryan should have said no to the reality TV. Ryan should say no. Gypsy needs to be a human. Now she is a money machine, not just for herself, but for anybody that's attached to Gypsy. That is the stepmother that never really reached out while she was captured. She was a prisoner with her mom. You know, she never said, to the dad, like, hey, we need visitations. We have rights for visitation. She did not. And it's not because the dad was like nonchalant. No, because that woman was probably in his ears telling her, well, if she don't want to see you, that's not your problem. And he walked away. And that's why I really freaking believe that woman, aka stepmother, she was the one that kept him away from Gypsy to a extent. And also the mother as well, because she couldn't hide the fact that she wasn't slow and she did need all this stuff. And she didn't have cancer. So that dad is giving me BS talking about the mother moved her and all this stuff, but he should be at blame too. And we should look at them different, and we should look at them sideways. Like, this whole time this girl been on TV, y'all was not speaking out like, hey, she don't let me see my daughter. Nobody, there's no evidence of showing that this man was really trying to come and see his daughter. Because y'all, Gypsy was out here living her best life with her mama. Everywhere they had news reporting, they had a new house, everything. And you can't tell me that y'all didn't see that? Bullshit. And the sad part about it is Gypsy is never going to be out of that syndrome because everybody is doing it to her now. I feel bad. But Gypsy will, and this is what I'm gonna have to say too. Ryan, you better pray that baby is not yours. Because I'm telling you, if she convinced Nick to come all the way from wherever he gotta come out of to her, to exit her mama out of here, why you don't think they're gonna do that to you? That's real talk. Why you don't think they will exit? Now you want to sit here and play, tough Tony, but why you don't think she won't exit you out of here? I've been trying to tell you, you better run away from this girl. You gotta say, hey, if that is not my baby, good luck. But if it is, you better run because I don't think there's some things about people don't change. And Gypsy is definitely giving me vibes like she can't get her way. She gets mean and hateful. That's just me. And this is what we see. And now these documentaries, and from you can't even go from this TV show that acts on Hulu, but you can go from what people said about the family, the grandmother, the mother, and now what we see about Gypsy. They said the grandmother was mean. And Dee Dee almost, and y'all, I don't understand why y'all let that slide. They said Dee Dee almost tried to kill, exit the stepmother, her dad's new wife. And then the crazy part about it was when Gypsy came out, she made claims like her grandfather um did something to her, right? And this is what I'm gonna say. That sounds like the other side of the family put her up to it. Cause y'all remember in the beginning of Mommy Dearest on HBO, the Dee Dee family spoke up first. They had the first couple of segments, and then they talked about the case, and then at the end, the dad and the stepmother came, and they put their 3 cents in. But the family, Dee Dee's family, said a lot. They said a lot. And when you watch the show, you see where they got a lot of, Patricia, where she could got a lot of details about Dee Dee without knowing Dee Dee, you know. And I'll say they had a very good, of course they have a good memory of Dee Dee. They knew Dee Dee was mean and they knew she was a nasty person. But the father and the stepmother, they didn't know. They just know what they knew from the dad. Only knew a little bit of what he was growing up. And another thing was sick as hell, and nobody even think of it. Gypsy father was 17 while Dee Dee was like 27. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she was older than him. Like he talked about how he was married at 17 and he was lost. He thought that's what he's supposed to do. But why are you? I feel sick knowing that, I don't even talk to men in our 20s. I think it's kind of gross to me. But let alone you 28 talking to a 17-year-old boy. So it tells me that that boy really didn't have that much judgment as it is. So that other wife, I know he's running circles around. I know she's running circles around him. But I don't know. But I did see Ryan, and Ryan, I want to tell you to live your best life. I don't know if Gypsy was the first consistent, wet tail you ever got, but the way you looking, it's easy for you to get some. It's easy. And y'all gotta understand. I think he's genuinely might be a good guy. Now I'm not going to go and listen to somebody who already knows how to play on people's heartstrings, because Gypsy knows how to play on people's heartstrings. I'm going to just see what I see with Ryan while he comes on here and he breaks down, and the only reason why I feel like he's breaking down per se is not because he missed Gypsy. He just feels like he looks like the one. He looks like a sucker. I think that's the reason why he mostly breaks down and gets upset, is because he looks like a sucker and he's embarrassed. Because how you gonna let this person that don't even have an education, y'all, let's be honest, Gypsy don't have a high school education. Um, Ryan got a whole degree over there. He married a convict. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I think he's more embarrassed that he got dumped by Gypsy Road on national TV, national television, than anything. He's not, I don't even think it's her. I think he looks weak. And that can be very hard on a man. But I'm going to tell you this, let her have that baby. Y'all get that DNA test, and that baby is not yours. You better have a good time, okay? Ryan, I'm gonna invite you to my house. I'm gonna cook your soul food meal because you look like you like soul food. You know, y'all. I'm not trying to holler at Ryan, but Ryan, I like a guy like Ryan. Like I like a gutty guy, like a big guy. And I like that. I think they're so cute. But Ryan, yeah, that's what I personally feel. Everybody could be wrong, but Ryan does look very well um, without Gypsy. I must say, you look good. Gypsy is not on your arm. You look good, and you stay that way. Now, Gypsy over there, Ken is going to run her ass regularly. I see that shit right now, and not in a good way either. And y'all, can we talk about, like, yeah, we can talk about it. Y'all remember the acts? The acts when you know she was expecting more in the public bathroom. Y'all, I think, to me, Kent might be giving her Nick. Y'all, I'm being honest, Ken don't look like he's very attentive. He's not detailed type of guy. And y'all, that's we can talk about that. Ken don't look like he's very detailed. Not at all. Mm-mm. It don't look detailed. Ryan, on the other hand, might be very detailed. Might be. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. He might be very detailed. Okay, because big men can make him fool us. Okay, they be like, "Whoa, what you working with today?" Versus, I'm just saying. But I personally believe that Gypsy is that type of person that really she likes fairy tale. So when she met a guy named Ken, I don't know why keep on calling him Kim, but when she met a guy named Ken, she really thought she was going to be the Barbie of his life, and she can't see nothing past it. And a lot of times, it's not even about love that I feel like Gypsy has, because Gypsy was so ready to mingle with another man after her after she got convicted and went to jail. And the reason why I said that is because they did a sit down, and the sit down is actually on the HBO series as well. And they asked her about the dating, and she was, "Oh, I got a couple of guys that writes me to here, and they wants to marry me." And she said this. I think she was in there for about 4 years already. And I'm shocked as hell that anybody, and the only reason why I think most people called her was for that, see if she had any money, or I'm sorry, see if she had any money, or just to get a little quick famous. But I see that in her, the new man, but I didn't see that in Ryan. And Ryan, you wanted that wholesome wife. You should probably had definitely made her go out in society and work, not get on television, um, not try to, go on whatever shopping sprees or take her to this concert or this football game. You should definitely try to help her to understand, okay, you're in society now. But good luck to what is it, Lifetime? Lifetime really screwed this girl up because she will never know what real life is now. Thanks, Lifetime. Y'all, that was good. But anyway, so I think I'm done talking about Ryan. Ryan is a good looking man, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. And Ryan, if you hear this, you are a very good looking man. And I hope you find a woman that match who you are. Because Gypsy wasn't. Um, and I feel like Gypsy is a type, and Ryan seems like the type as well. Before I get off of him, Ryan seems like the type that he want her to come back, and this time, if he comes back, she's gonna be meaner, and there's a reason why she's coming back. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's some. What is that saying? You can paint the zebra, but their stripes will never go away, or you can paint their stripes, but they're still a zebra. Yeah, that's how I feel about Gypsy. Gypsy, but Gypsy, Gypsy, Gypsy is a character, y'all, and I know that there's a fantasy, but I probably go home and start watching the acts again to see, like, try to point out some behavior. Sorry, some behaviors that she might have that I see now. And y'all know, I don't know. It's just, it's weird. Would y'all ever, I don't know how to explain it. Would y'all ever date a convict that's a murderer or a SO or, and these are like sexual, not sexual, I'm sorry, but these are some serious crimes, right? Or would you marry them? Like, and why? Like, not because, and you gotta not know them before they got in the big house, but you have to know them doing their bid. And to me, I figure out that some of them learn how to be conniving and a little bit better in prison. You know, that's how I feel. So I feel like she got worse probably in prison. She got worse. And there's a couple of people that there's two people that said they did jail time with Gypsy, and one comment that the I forgot her name, but she does TikTok. She pinned it about the nurses, and one of the nurses came out and says, "Yeah, we didn't like Gypsy. Gypsy always wanted to convert back to what her mom did to get special privileges. And they did not like that. So, Gypsy, I don't know, y'all. I think I'm coming out of I'm doing something different, y'all. And talking about Gypsy is pretty different. But I see what I see. No, I have not watched the Lifetime documentary. I don't think I'm gonna spend my time watching Gypsy Rose. And because I feel like Lifetime should definitely did something on Nick as well. Um, when I say that, I haven't seen nobody interview him, and that's it's crazy to me. I haven't seen no interviews on Nick, but Gypsy had HBO. She had Hulu. She had who else? She has so many other different sources. Lifetime, and this man got portrayed as the weirdo, and Gypsy actually preyed on him. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, and I'm sorry, you can't tell me that sometimes you don't know when you're dealing with somebody that's not always got it up there. Okay, y'all, and I'm being honest. I somebody probably said that about me too, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, she knew something wasn't right with him because average men do not travel on a Greyhound to meet a woman at the movie theater with her mom. She had to know something wasn't right with him, but to each his own, y'all. I'm about to do another stream yard, um, but I'm done with Gypsy. I think Gypsy is she's nice. I think I probably won't do no more Gypsy, but I had to say Ryan did look good these last couple weeks. Um, but Gypsy, we're gonna just watch. She's pregnant, y'all. But we're just gonna watch. And if I find something entertaining, I might pull her back up. But if the baby's not here, there ain't no point of talking about Gypsy. Ryan seems like he's in a safe place right now, and Gypsy is going to make her money. And I think it's a terrible thing, but again, they're only going off of society. They're not going off of morals, um, a public responsibility. And when I say public responsibility, this is the fact that she was knowing that nothing was wrong with her, still allowing her mother to take advantage of organizations. And she's like, well, what if, I mean, come on, come on, come on. Like I said, come on. Yeah, she knew. So I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later. And I'm about to do another live on another topic. But I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great night.